Alright, it's time for Julie reading time once again. You cannot help but feel something is bothering Shrola. Though it pains me to leave, it is time I returned with you and the others to the Crystarium. But before we go, might I speak with you in private? I'll await you in my chambers. Is she gonna spill the beans about me being possibly cracked by the light? Thank you for coming. I thought to keep my suspicions to myself, but after witnessing your victory at Raktika Falls, I fear they proved true, and so I must share them with you. From the first when we met at Fort Gone, your aether has appeared tainted, suffused with an overabundance of light not unlike the Sin Eaters. When you defeated the Light Warden, I fear the light which poured forth from it was not negated by Heidelin's blessing. Rather, it was absorbed into your being. Urianger also suspects as much, though he is unwilling to share his thoughts on the matter. One thing is certain, with every warden you defeat, the danger to you grows greater. Greater perhaps than we can imagine. If you begin to feel anything strange, anything at all, pray inform me at once. You should hurry, before the others begin to worry. Once I have sorted my things here, I will join you. I'm in danger. We took one last patrol of the perimeter. All things considered, Southerbow remains relatively unscathed. Thanks to the antidote, all those who were poisoned will make a full recovery. And with the night sky returned, their prayers have at last been answered. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Shall we be off then? Art thou certain this is best? I'll not deny there's a part of me that wishes I could stay. For 2 years I have lived with the blessed, learned their culture, even going so far as to adopt Master Matoya's name as my own. I but pray I did honor to it. Now is not the time for doubt or hesitation. Come, we must return to the Crystarium. Alright, before I continue on the story, I'm gonna do a quick wardrobe change. Matoya. Yeah, indeed. I think it was the pendants. Yep, it was the pendants. There it is. Apply. Yeah, there we go. Exit room. I'm also going to set this as my home point. There we go. All things considered, it is hardly surprising that Alphino and LSA have yet to arrive. But where is Exar? My friends, 'tis good to see you all again. Alphino, it has been too long. I assume your presence here means you've brought word of the warden hiding in Raktika. Found and slain, you say? I should have known. Ilmore has but recently dispatched soldiers to all corners of Norvon to defend them. I am glad to see their efforts were wasted on the Greatwood. Speaking of Ilmore, what came of your meeting with Valthree? Yes, about that. It proved to be... ugh. Exarch, you mustn't push yourself. Your time away from the tower has clearly taken its toll. No doubt you all are tired as well, having traveled so far. Why don't we all take a much-needed rest before we discuss our findings? I thought to propose the very same. After your clash with the warden, you deserve a chance to recuperate. And we also need to talk to Albert. It's settled then. We reconvene after everyone has time to settle in. To the pendants. Welcome back, miss. Returned from a lengthy excursion, I take it. Well, your room has been made ready, if you care to retire. Yes. Very good. I pray you sound sleep and pleasant dreams. Let's see what Albert has to say. Hi, Albert.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me.
I must stay the course. For the others.
True enough. Packing up and going home isn't really an option, is it? If you don't face the music here, it'll only come and find you there. Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will? Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascian stock in trade. Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbow look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
Oh man, I just want to give Ardbert a great big hug. Oh, meanwhile in Garlemald.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
Oh my god, Estinian, you look very, very elegant in that. Holy shit.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear...
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host, so the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done.
These bloodless games make for poor sport. Mayhappy father. Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend.
It's ya boy!
I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
Oh, it's just Garland who almost killed me once before, but decided to let me live to grow stronger, so that he could have like a passionate fight with me. He even took the form of a primal to do it. Oh shit. This doesn't sound good. That, what the fuck is that? That's the most frightening sin eater I've ever laid my eyes on. Holy shit. Judging by his countenance, the manager of suites has ill tidings for you. I suspected that you might be awake. I could scarce imagine you sleeping through such a commotion. An entire host of sin eaters appear to be advancing upon the Crystarium. Emergency measures are being taken as we speak. Rest assured, however, that we are safe so long as we remain under the Crystal Tower's aegis. We may return to your quarters if you wish. Hell no! Yes, I thought you might feel that way, and I cannot say for your assistance would be anything less than welcome. I must remain here to disseminate the information to the other residents, but you are under no such obligation, and thus free to aid any of the townsfolk who may be in distress. The Exedra tends to become a point of congregation in times of need, crowded with those seeking solace in companionship. You would have my personal gratitude if you would offer succor to those there. Shit's hitting the fan! Shit is hitting the fan! Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Zolfi! I've only just returned from Arang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters? Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier on the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed around the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. Which case, 3 pairs of hands should be better than 1? Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus, then. Will you handle the western too? They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of Aetherside Plaza. I got the chills. I think it's up. Despite having a very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the devices successfully. Alright. Hoof it!
Senator sighted! They're coming!
Here we go! Watch them hit the barrier like mosquitoes. Hurts, doesn't it?
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
That's good news for the Crystarian, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Oh boy. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. Let's go. What lovely weather. Just what we needed. It seems the battle has already begun in earnest. Make haste! Crystarian forces are engaging the Senators at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. Oh, there's a new person. Hang on. The expansion reverted back to heaven, to Stormblood for you. That sucks. Boom!
There is no...
Oh. It is as we feared. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. Yep, somebody did indeed poke the bears.
On your feet.
Oh god, there's way too much. I'm not worried about me, I'm worried about the NPCs. Oh, it's this bitch.
Will not be outdone. Fury and blast. Your help will suffice. My strength is yours.
May the 12 guide you.
The stars shall grant this.
Let's give them a show.
Boom! I'm gonna bring you over here. Yeah, we did it. Welcome to my channel, Nuke, now that I have a free moment. If you haven't yet seen, then we have Discord and Twitter you can follow as well. I hope you're enjoying your night so far, despite not having access to Shadowbringers. Sound effects? Hello?
There are so many. Ah, God damn it!
Lina!
Lena! Yeah!
Shoot, I'm missing sound effects.
Lena, hold on. They turned on me.
What? Oh no. Thancred!
Thancred!
This one is mine! We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Oh no.
Run! Run, damn you!
Oh, Ardbert.
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now. God damn it! Please let this work. Please let this work.
Oh, Ardbert.
No, no, no. Stay back. Stay back. Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy? Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
Well, I hope I'm not spoiling anything for you by showing you these cutscenes. But if you're watching, I guess it's okay with you. It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain anyway. You're old, eh? Alase is contemplating all that must yet be done in the wake of battle. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am. But if you could see how to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lina is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Oh my god, the story. I wheeze. With tear-filled eyes, the poor man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Oh my god, this story is depressing. I feel bad. Yes, this all takes place in the first. Well, most of it anyway. So thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. Cough. If I turn, please kill me, I beg you. Mia, hey you. My cat is demanding attention. Yes, kitty. Don't touch me. I killed her. I killed her. She was one of them. I know, but I sob. Gods. Here, kitty, kitty. Ow, kitty.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
No, I'm fine. How are you feeling?
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
Oh! Come on, Lina. Your injuries are far worse than you're making them out to be.
I am fine. Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most.
Oh my god.
We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Castarium.
God damn you, Vothri.
The tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior my prophet hand, but raise your own against my senators. But it's only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
I'm gonna stick this giant sword right up your ass, you fat pig. Yes, I am very upset. Lina is gazing solemnly upward, and it is not difficult to guess what occupies her mind. Vothri's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, I could ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me. They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred, in particular, sustained quite an injury from that Sin Eater. I would not be surprised if they are in Spagyrix still. Please, give them my thanks. I'm gonna have to have a little bit of ice cream after this. I'm going the wrong way. Tangren? What's that? Oh, you're talking about Thancred, aren't you? This guy right here. Yeah, he changed from rogue to gunblader. You here for me? I'm sorry to put you to the trouble. I'm fine, really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taken it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hotorium, ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but just talk to her, will you? This place confuses me. Yeah, a couple of our Scion friends changed roles. For example, Ishtola changed from White Mage to Black Mage. Thancred, he changed from Rogue to Gunblader. And I'm not too sure what oh, why can't I remember his name? Okay. I don't have him in here, but one of the other guys changed to a astrologian. Ariandre, that's his name. Minfilia appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention. Hey, Millie. Millie! Boop, boop. Eep! Oh, Zolfi, what are you doing here? Yeah, the elf dude with the old speak. Thancred. It's my fault, you know. I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless. And now, it's my fault. You can make up for it by being there for him. Are you sure? I brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right, I can still help. If only by seeing these herbs safely back to Jessamel. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and I can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant, in an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamel. Whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you. I appreciate the help. This plant has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. This plant has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. Got him. Docile Gate. Ah, Minfilia told me that you would be bringing the rest. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. If I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few, with Spag Eric's in good working order. The Crystarium's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone, but that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. You know the Exarch? We do. Was there something we needed? I need you to tell him something. For me. My dearest friend. See, he was there on the battlefield with me, but only the one of us is here to speak of it. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Valthree said is true. If our losses were just our deserts, and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up. Don't give in. Please. We'll tell him. You have my word. Oh my god, the feels of this game. It's like an emotional roller coaster. Where's the quest? Come on, game, load it up for me. There we go. Thancred seems keen to quit the infirmary. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the ocular? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alphanol. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest armor I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on the message, eh? And I have to, get my headgear back. There we go. Good. Good, good. Mia wants cuddles. My cat. Mwah. She's got all the attentions. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and you can go in. Yeah, I heard this spiel before. Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that? Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what I must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret being my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to its end. We have some time before the others arrive, if you'd like to talk. And if I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know? No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you. Cutscene time! Oh, I feel moderately better now Mia's here.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Oh, hello, Emmett.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone.
For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe.
Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
I think Vothri's a warden. That's got to be an explanation for this.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
Ah, that's what that was.
That would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Arm-Arang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Arm-Arang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser Sin Eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a Sin Eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia.
Decision time.
If we travel to Arm-Arang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do. I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be? Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Armorang we go.
I'll meet you at the gates.
Wow. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. And you sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger. Strong enough to face my destiny. And I want to believe that I can play a part in saving the world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route will you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw the Amoran airship coming in to land over Alamorang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Valthry's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region? Right now, Nabath Arang lies in the southern reaches of Arang, and there are two routes that we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Morksuk. The other is the western route, which will require us to pass through the hills of Amber. Ophelia and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's a more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Nabath Severance. But we can't use it. If we did, we'll need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at the journey's head. If the Elmorans caught wind of our approach, could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure their activities would not meet with Valthry's approval. It'll make the journey more arduous, but I believe it'll be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Elmorans' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east I know to be uninhabited. That way, you'll have the chance of reaching Nabath Arang unopposed, and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, but nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Thancred will regret. Well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Valthry's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it's best we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. We'll borrow a few ammo for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint.